You are my bitch. You are my bitch.
All right, and welcome to episode 3 of the Pimp Daddy podcast. I'm Brad Rickert, and this is my good friend
Sheri Ciprane. You call me Sheri Baby.
You're really gonna do that Sheri Baby thing. Like
Always.
that's like your shit, right?
That's my trademark.
That's your handle, right?
Yeah, Sheri Baby.
That's your handle, and
Yep.
It's kind of like gonna become like this like bigger thing, Sheri Baby. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll try to get on board with it.
Sheri Baby.
It's just so hard to like for me to like call you baby. You know what I mean? It just doesn't.
I don't
really
look like
feel-
a baby.
Well, you look exactly like a baby. But
Baby boy. No, I'm just kidding.
honestly, like a clit, just like a baby dick.
Exactly.
No, I like that Sheri Baby. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are. We are coming off of a fucking weekend. Both of us are pretty burnt out. You were at a wedding all weekend, right?
A wedding in Philly with my hometown friends and family. So that's why my voice is not really up to par. But I mean, a lot of Meek Mill music, a lot of alcohol, right in front of the not Natural History Museum. What's it called? The art museum where the Rocky is, where the Rocky.
Oh, that's where the wedding was at?
Yeah, it was right
That's
there.
what's up.
The art museum. Yeah, it's so beautiful. But yeah, we got reckless and wild, and you know, it was a little crazy. You know
They were
what
your
I mean?
friends, family?
Friends and family.
Okay, nice.
Cousins and friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, because like in your family, they all have sex with each other and stuff.
Yeah, we're incest bred.
That's cool. I get
out
that,
there.
you
No,
know.
I'm just kidding.
What did Delaware, the same family tree? Okay.
What'd you do this weekend?
This weekend, man, you know what I did. I just worked.
Shows.
Comedy, serving up them drinks, you know, making sure that people are happy. Yeah, it was fun. I had a good weekend. We did a gig together last week, and I know when this episode comes out, it's going to be significantly after the fact because this is one of our first episodes. But I thought maybe we could talk about our Halloween gig we did together. You want to kind of give them like a little synopsis from your point of view on our Halloween gig that we did?
It was in
Rockaway Beach, a little outside of New York City.
Not far Rockaway, not Breezy Point. Rockaway. And if anybody knows anything about Rockaway Beach, the locals in New York, you guys know it is a little, how should I say this, trash of the white. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, and that's why I think we
It's a
get
little
picked up
white
for
trash.
gigs there a lot. I think it's our people, you know?
Yeah, but this, the heckling didn't stop. Brad literally insulted the crowd in his entire set, which I thought was great. I thought they needed a kick in the ass. I thought it was wild.
Yeah, I went before you.
I went last, and I did 3 minutes, and I dropped the mic, and I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
It was insane. So it was a costume party
Yeah.
at a bar
Yeah.
in a small beach area
Yeah.
that's super white trash, and everyone there had never been to a comedy show
They
before.
had no idea what etiquette was.
Had no idea how to act.
No.
Uh,
They thought it was an open mic. They thought they were going to go next. Because every time you were up, this one guy was like on the sidelines being like, I'm going to heckle him. And I'm like, okay. I was like, that's not how this works. And
he was like hyping himself up.
yeah,
on the side.
he was like on the side.
I'm. If you ask me what I do for a living, I'm
Yes,
gonna say,
he was literally saying that
I'm
to
gonna say your
himself.
mom.
Yeah, he was. And then Brad would make a joke, and then he'd be like, all right, I'm going to get it next time. I'm going to say next time that he sucks and that I could do better. And I'm like, that's not how this works. And he's like, are you a comedian? I'm like, yeah.
I'm about to go next.
I'm going after him. And he's like, oh, man, yeah, I'm going to go after you. And I'm like, no, I don't think so, bro.
So they were literally
It's
like,
so weird.
So it was like a lineup of like, I want to say like 5 or 6 comics, and me and Sheri won at the end. And throughout the entire night, everyone got like just fucked with the entire time. And there were good comics on it that we're friends with. Danielle Chappelle, shout out to him.
Shout out, yeah.
Lena. We love you guys. They did a great job. But it was an impossible room.
No.
An impossible room. And by the time I got up, I had realized that I should have done something else with my time that day. You know what I mean?
Right,
On a major holiday, I should not have gone out to this show to get berated by a bunch of alcoholics in a small beach town.
I mean, damn. And a lot of them came alone, and they were just so sad and angry and just mean. So the girl who runs it's a special ed teacher. That's what she does for a living. I felt like she brought her special ed students to the bar.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Including
that's how I felt, man.
Including the comic that was in the wheelchair that popped up right before us. Just kidding. He was cool.
No, he was cool, but he was in a motorized wheelchair.
She brought him up to Riding Dirty.
Yeah,
shout out that. That was funny.
Dirty.
That was funny.
That was actually really funny. That was actually really.
But yeah, we love everyone involved with the show. It was just the actual people in the audience were some of the worst people we've ever met in our life.
Yeah.
So I get on stage and I just start shitting on everyone immediately because I knew that like they didn't even deserve a show. They didn't want a show. It was a free show, I believe, or like a $5 ticket or something like
tips.
that.
Yeah, we got paid too.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty
of course,
good.
yeah, they took care of us. I mean, the lady that runs the show, Bettina, you're a superstar. We love you.
We love you, Bettina.
It's not like a youth thing. It's like there was just a series of events. You know, that's just how comedy goes sometimes.
I've never experienced that in the almost year and a half I've been doing comedy. That was a fucking shit show, man. I felt so the one guy heckled me. I usually my closer is about a sucking dick story, and I use this as an opener just to like get the crowd going, you know. And I couldn't even get out of my mouth. Like I said, first time I sucked a dick, right? And then they were like, "You sucked a dick? What? What happened with that? And where did it go? And what size was it?" And I'm like, "Bro, let me fucking finish."
Literally, all of those details is what's gonna come next. But you're ruining the timing on it, and it's definitely not gonna be funny.
In the next 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But no, then the dude says to me, he says, I said something. I was like, "You're a horrible person." I was like, "You're a horrible person." Just
and he was,
shut your
for
mouth.
the record, he actually did assault me and
he
almost
didn't
assault
remember
my
it.
girlfriend before the show.
And he didn't even remember it. Brad called him out on it because Brad was the Riddler, which was a good costume.
It was a great costume.
Hell yeah,
Pop-up
Jim
image
Carrey.
here.
Jim Carrey, the Riddler. It was great. And you could see like his muscle pecs, and the dude like flicked his pecs and like went to like hit Brad's dick, and Brad was like, "Yo, that was a side of Brad that I haven't seen yet." And I was like, I knew Brad is a G like in some instances, but I was like, I've never seen that side of him yet. And Brad was like, "Yo, don't fucking touch me. You don't know me. I don't know you. Don't fucking touch me like that." And I was like, "Oh shit!" I immediately put down my beer because I was like, "It's about to go down." Like,
this was like a 6'3" big alcoholic white dude that like just thought he could walk around and just like fuck with people.
Yeah, I'm a garbage man in fucking Staten Island. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't even say one word to him. Before I said a word to him, he flicked my tit.
And then went to fake not grab your dick, but give you a dick slap. And then Steph,
I was not having that.
His girl was sitting at the bar, ordering a drink, and she was standing up at the bar. He walks over to Steph, and he thinks about smacking her ass because he goes up to her and he goes like this and puts his hand back. But then he realizes, oh, I shouldn't do that because I don't know her. So then he just does an outline of her hips and her ass. It goes like this. And me and Brad are just looking at each other, and I was like, "Brad, don't go after him yet. He didn't touch her. And then he walks out. But yeah, that guy was on one, bro.
So that's the beginning of the show.
Yeah, that was just.
So that's before the show starts. Me and Sheri in the back of the room. This fucking idiot doing whatever. And then so we're in the show. I get on stage and he starts heckling a little bit, and I just start fucking going at him. Yeah. And I said, "You fucking physically assaulted me." And he was like, "No, I didn't."
Yeah, he did.
And I'm like, "You didn't fucking flick my tit or like whatever, do the bean dip thing?"
Little titty slap.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, maybe I did that."
He's like, I probably did do that. It's like, I probably did do that. Yeah, I probably did do that. That was the first time in comedy where I actually thought I was going to get into a fist fight.
Oh, that is definitely not the first time for me.
I really thought, I was like, this is like, I took my rings off and my watch off because I was like, I'm going to get into a fist fight tonight on
Keep
Halloween.
the rings on.
No, because they fly off and I don't want to lose them.
Oh, I got you.
And then that shark, this guy was in a shark costume while Brad was doing his set. And he's outside, and the shark comes by in like a costume.
Yeah, we're also performing in front of a window.
Yeah.
Like
and this fucking shark comes waddling down, stops in front of Brad as he's doing his set and just stares at him. And Brad's like, "What the fuck? Come back!" Like, what'd you say to him?
Oh well, so luckily that was
what the fuck is happening right now?
that was honestly the best part of my set. I thought
It
that was
was
the most
funny.
fun for me. Was like the shark guy's like dancing or doing something in the back, distracting from me. So I look around and I think it's funny, and so I like go after him, and I still have the mic in my hand, and he runs down the block, and everyone's like laughing their ass off or whatever. So I take the mic down, and I was like, "Dude, pretend like you attacked me and eat me."
Yeah, like,
so he comes back, and then he starts like getting me at the shark costume.
Right,
and everyone's
right.
like, "Oh my god, whatever." So we gave the fucking retards a show.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
You know, we gave him a fucking show. But anyway, so we do that, and then fucking Sheri comes up. Sheri starts doing her stuff, and I don't know if you know this about Sheri, but Sheri is a lesbian. Okay,
Just a little bit though.
I mean. So Sheri's talking about lesbian stuff, you know, she's all like, "Look, I'm a lesbian and I fucking love pool and trucking, but one time I sucked a
I'm
dick."
a mad truck driver.
But anyway, so she starts doing that, and this same motherfucker that I just berated, the same one that assaulted me and very closely got his ass kicked by both of us. What did he say to you?
He said, because he was heckling me and I didn't hear what he said. Something about sucking dick or something. And then I said to him, I said, "Oh, you're miserable." I was like, "Just shut your mouth. You've been talking the whole night. Just shut your fucking mouth, you fucking loser." And then he was like, "I'll snap your neck, you fucking dyke." Them just fighting works for me. I'll snap your neck, you fucking dyke. And so then I was like, I turned to Bettina and I said, "This is a fucking shit show." And I dropped the mic on the table and I walked away. And then everyone asked me, like, "I heard him say something. What did he say?" And everyone berated me at the bar afterwards. Like, "I heard him say something. What did he say?" And I was telling everybody what he said. Steph goes to kick him out. And then another girl goes to kick him out and he wouldn't leave. He was like, "There's no security here and you can't make me leave, so I'm not leaving."
Which is great. So Sheri headlined the show and did 3 minutes and walked away. Literally 3 minutes. And here's
She should have never put me last, ever. Like, ever.
Well, you're a fucking killer. You're hilarious.
Yeah, but not with that crowd, bro.
I mean, whatever. But
crowd.
So let's think about the economy of comedy. That's what I want to get down to right here. Okay, so you did the 3 minute set, and let's just be honest. We got paid $40 to do the show.
Let's be honest.
We got paid $40 to do the show.
3 minutes?
And Sheri did 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So technically, Sheri makes $800 an hour to perform stand-up comedy. And that's how you fucking win at life.
That's exactly. I was like, and I got good drinks and good company and everything. It was just those few people
The
that
best
sucked
company.
ass. Like the regular comedians, they were great. I liked the other comedians, but
Yeah, no, I mean, everyone involved was cool. And it sucks, too, because probably half the people in the room would have been great to be at a comedy show.
100%.
But when half
Great
of the
lineup.
people are fucking, the scum of the earth, it makes it a little tough,
Let's talk about Bettina DMs the group chat the next day and apologizes profusely. And then later on, she's like, "Oh, by the way, there was a lady there who was an agent." And Brad goes, "A real estate agent or an insurance agent?" Nobody said crickets, bro. There was fucking crickets in the chat, man. Because everyone knew ain't no fucking Asian at this fucking Asian in this fucking bar show.
I wasn't going to share that part, but that's pretty funny.
No, that's
and
the
true.
funniest part of the whole shit. Asian.
Yeah. Oh.
There was industry there.
Service industry, barely.
Yeah.
Special
Special ed retard
Jesus
industry.
Christ. Okay, so we've dropped a couple of retards. We made fun of people in wheelchairs. We're
I
off to a
don't
good
say
start.
retard for learning disabilities.
I do.
don't mean that.
Oh, I mean, I don't.
I don't.
When am I supposed to say it?
If they're gay.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of gay, this wedding you went to, was it a gay wedding or
No,
a
I
straight
was
wedding?
the only gay person there.
Really?
Besides my wife, yeah.
Oh, so you actually, so it was less fun, but was it less fun or more fun?
No, way more fun. I have fun with straight women and straight men. We have a good time.
Who was hotter, the bride or the groom?
Oh, don't make me say that.
All right, if it's
They're both hot.
All right, okay, good answer.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I got a
they're
better
both
idea.
hot.
All right,
They're
here's
both hot.
I got a fun one, okay? Fuck, marry, and kill. A straight wedding, a gay male wedding, or a lesbian wedding.
Definitely killing a lesbian wedding. 'Cause
Agreed.
They're not really fun.
Really? That's you. You hate
I mean, no, I love my wedding. My wedding was fun.
So what's the problem with the lesbian wedding? Why
There's a lot of sexual attention and like especially with my generation, the more masculine, like butchy lesbians, like we're all in competition with one another, and like we're not friends. It's just weird.
It's like a middle school dance.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. It's
where
like
everyone's like
everyone's
getting,
on the sidelines watching everyone else. It's
everyone's
fucking weird.
hopped up on testosterone, going through their fucking puberty for the first time, and they're like,
they wish.
yeah, they're like, I'm gonna grind a flow rider better than you.
Exactly. Oh, I fucked a straight girl better than you, dude. Yeah, so it's just whatever. But
Fair. Okay, so kill a lesbian wedding. All right, now you gotta
sure.
fuck and marry between a straight wedding and a gay male wedding.
definitely fuck a gay male wedding.
Makes sense.
Those guys can get down, man.
They're mad horny too. They're always down to fuck.
Yeah, and the gay guys have it all figured out. I think they have it all figured out. They have a lifelong partner, and it's like they still fuck other people on the side, and they're safe about it, and they're open and honest about it if they want to be or if they don't want to be. I think it's great. And then what was the other one? Oh, straight wedding. Yeah, marry a straight wedding. Because that's the only real marriage that we recognize. Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I mean, that's the only
sense.
that's what God says.
Yeah, and I don't know about y'all, but I live my life by the teachings of the Lord.
I mean, yeah, Jesus Christ is my savior.
I ain't no Jesus Cristo. Call me Senor Bread. Un mas tiempo. Shoddy on it bad.
Padre Brad.
Oh, Papa Padre.
Padre be rad.
Anyway, I'm glad you had a good time at the wedding. It was nice to go on a hell road gig with you because I've had many in my life, and it was nice. It's always a bonding experience, you know.
It was. We talked shit and laughed the entire ride home.
It was so much fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. So
I had fun.
We'll do the show again, but I'm fighting the guy. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, I was like, don't fight someone because I was like, Sheri, you've been doing so good with not getting in fights lately, you know, so you're on a good streak. And this guy is not worth it because he honestly probably would have knocked my teeth out. He was pretty strong, that guy.
I mean, the guy weighed as much as both of us combined. Yeah, and we're both thick girls. You know?
I mean, you do got a thick fucking donkey ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I saw you in that fucking Riddler costume.
You should see my dick. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. I gotta talk to my lawyer.
But I did see your badunkadunk, bro. I was like, oh, yeah, nice little booty. I bet gay men love that.
Yeah, no, I'm like, what do you call it? I'm like the perfect storm for the gays, right? You know,
exactly.
Like, I got
your eye candy.
I got the straight thing going on, so they want to flip me.
Yeah, literally flip you.
I got
literally flip you over.
Yeah, some strong ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know some strong guys that. Yeah. Anyway.
No, but I seriously thought we were gonna tag team this guy in the sense of like fighting.
Yeah.
I really did. I was like, this is the night that Brad and I are gonna give each other that look where it's like we're fighting.
Yeah, but the thing is that me and Sheri would actually never get into a physical altercation with people because this is going to be put on the internet. And when they look back at this years from now and someone got hurt at one of our shows, it definitely wasn't us.
And no. It's not a good look either.
Nah.
It's not a good look. But, I mean, you know, I could just hire someone for $200 to break his legs later. You know?
Easy.
And they'd be like, remember that dyke you said you was going to snap her neck? Well, you can't walk for a few weeks, motherfucker. So, but we didn't do that. I didn't do that. It wasn't worth the $200. So
nah, it's really not worth it.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah, there's people like that out there, and there's comedy shows out there still like that. And you know, I'm glad to still be part of the wild, wild west. You know, it's fun.
Yeah, man, I'm learning. I am learning a lot.
Come on, but that's like that's your bread and butter. You're like built for that shit. You know?
Yeah, we'll see. I guess I should have just kept going harder now that I think about it. Just kept making fun of them.
That's kind of what I did. I went at them for like 10, 15 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to do my time, but I'm not going to do my material.
Yeah, I was scared that I was going to do the same thing, but in different words. And I was like, we berated them both for a half hour.
Honestly, that's what they deserved, though.
Yeah.
That's what they deserved. Like, if a crowd wants to heckle you for the entire show.
Yeah.
They basically are just asking to be like dominated for like an entire show.
That's true. Yeah, they like it. As my girl Ann said in the background. Shout out Ann Van Oops. They like it. They do like it. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I haven't done a lot of crowd work yet, but I want to get more into that. But I don't want to be the crowd work lesbian that's like an angry like truck driver. You know, that's like a mean person. My shtick and what I've been learning is I hit on the women. I either make them feel uncomfortable or they really like it. There's no like in between.
There's
you
really
know?
like, I think the secret to like being likable is just flirting with people.
I have been flirting that, and that's my natural charm. That's me. That has been me for forever.
I enjoy my sets when I'm at my weirdest, but also like flirting with anyone.
Right.
And it's not like I'm trying to fuck anyone.
No,
you know, it's like
no.
it's just like being flirty with the crowd because it's playful and they
Yes.
like it engages them. They like it.
Right.
But then you can say the weirdest shit and they're like, "What the fuck?" You know?
Yeah.
I just wanted to fuck you, and now you're talking about fucking, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So
when I host, I talk about all the hot girls that are on the lineup. But then I feel like after being in the comedy over a year now, these girls were like a little comfortable at first. Like, who's this old lesbian fucking saying I have great tits and whatever? But now they realize that like after the show, I'm still professional, I'm respectful. I haven't really tried to fuck anyone. I haven't really tried to like get with them.
Right.
It's always just been like,
yeah, you haven't
chill.
been canceled from comedy yet. Any other job or profession you've been involved in? You 86th, but but not comedy. You know, you saved it for the right one.
Exactly.
I remember one time you were bringing up a comic at one of our shows.
Oh God!
And you're like, she's a hottie, she's funny, or something like that. And she took it so bad.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of get it, but it's like
I didn't know her. I probably shouldn't have done that because I didn't know her. That was at Cubby or not Cubby.
It doesn't matter where it was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at Cubby. It was at Cubby.
Cubby Hole.
It was at Cubby Hole.
That's a lesbian bar in the city. That's not even where it was.
I was like, you were just in the bathroom, like fucking scissoring. Why do you care? You know. Anyway.
But yeah, no, she did get a little upset about that. But that was the one out of like what 50 girls. So,
yeah. So
not bad trap.
The secret is sexually harass as many people as you want, and then only one will be mad.
Right.
And then you could be like, the other 49 liked it.
Exactly. So whatever. Get over yourself.
Gang shit.
Yeah, see, Ann likes it. Get the fuck out of here. Is she a real woman that is secure with herself, you know?
This is kind of like off track a little bit, but did you get spanked growing up?
Oh, yes. I got my ass beat, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what
physical abuse, like DFS.
What's that mean?
Division of Family Services was involved.
Oh, shit. You got abused. That's different.
Well, I mean, you could say it was child abuse now, but I don't know if it was back then. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel you. Well, like, do you want to talk about it, or is that is that prying too much?
No, yeah. So, I mean, my brother got his hand broken by my dad once because he grabbed it once and broke it.
Okay.
I've had some bloody noses by my dad. He used to beat us with a belt, like a leather belt, and he would like smack, just beat us with a leather belt.
So what? He hit you in the nose with a belt?
With his fist. That was with his fist.
Oh shit! Your dad's cool.
Yeah,
we could have used him last week.
Pretty badass dude.
Jesus Christ!
He's almost 70 years old now, so I don't think he could do that now.
I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I was physically abused. But I think I was also. It wasn't for no reason. I was really bad. Like I was a bad kid. I didn't listen. I didn't follow directions.
Right. I wonder if that
I had a mouth on me.
I wonder if any of that has to do with being raised in an aggressive household, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's a cyclical thing. So
yeah, absolutely. What about you? You got your ass beat by your pastor dad?
Well, so I got spanked because the Bible talks about
me so.
Literally, yeah.
Oh my God.
So
Bible tells me.
I think the verse is like spare the rod, spoil the child, right? So that basically saying like if you don't like physically like discipline, that like you're not teaching your child to the best of what you can do, which is like obviously like I think it's Old Testament too. I don't even think it's New Testament. So that's like old. It might be New Testament. I gotta look that. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. But anyway, but the funny thing is about that, right? Like, so the reason I asked that is because I had a memory flood back to me, and I was like, oh, that would be funny to talk about on the podcast. So my dad would spank me, but it would be like one of the most somber, non-aggressive things ever. So he would sit me down and he would say, son, and he would be like sad. He'd be like, I really don't want to do this, but this is what we're supposed to do. And then it would be so formal. And then I would get spanked with a belt, with a wooden spoon was like the thing I got.
My mom used to spank me with a wooden spoon.
But it was always on the ass. It was never like
in the face or
it wasn't.
in the hands.
It was never going to injure me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was going to hurt. And And yeah, we did that for a while until like there was like a point when I laughed a little bit when they did it, and then
I would egg him on too. Like that didn't hurt.
Yeah, so there was a point when I started to laugh, and then he's like trying to hit harder, and then I came, and he's like, "All right,
I knew it was gonna. I knew immediately. I was like, I'm fucking waiting for the joke because
but all
he's
that's
not
true.
gonna be serious for too long. I knew it.
That's all true besides the coming.
I mean, who's to say?
I can't come.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Coming? What am I, 12?
So I think honestly though, I am into BDSM.
So now you're into it.
I mean, I have been. I've been into BDSM for years, and my wife was never into it like that until she.
You're dominant, I assume.
Well, no, I'm a switch.
Okay, you switch hitter.
I switch. Yeah, I'm a switch. I could be the submissive one or the dominant one, and she was never into it, so I had to teach her the community. I had to teach her how to do it and whatever. It's actually pretty healing for someone because I've been fucking beat so much from society and men and women and parents and whoever else, foster parents, and I don't know. I just can't get off unless it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I feel you. So so you're like kind of exercising your trauma.
Yeah, I love it.
Dealing with your childhood. Getting your fucking little clit rocks off and just having fun with your friends all at once.
I mean, I'm just saying.
And getting a workout.
It is a workout. I'm sweating. Hardcore sweating. And if you actually beating the clit isn't that bad if you don't beat it hard. You know what I mean? Like
that's what I keep telling
Like if you
them.
have like a paddle, like if it's like a soft
You're
paddle.
paddling a clit?
Yes, bro. Like I'm trying
Like
to
what? Like with one of those like balls? Like the tether?
No, it's not a ball. It's a paddle. It's like it kind of looks like a wooden spoon but bigger. It's a paddle. And you kind of just tap it a little. Like a tap 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 tap. It's like it could be velvet on the back. Yes.
For demonstration
Here,
purposes.
here, pretend I'm a lesbo.
So right. So then I would just go to the face and to the titties a little and go pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? And spin it around, you know?
I'm such a gay lady. Let's go play pool. Let's get a cat. Oh my God.
Let's get a cat. Let's get a U-Haul. Tell him what's cracking.
Yes.
But yeah, BDSM is fun. It's not all the time. We do it about once a month or once every other month because it takes hours.
Well, you gotta fucking prepare.
Yeah,
you gotta get an outfit.
hours.
You gotta fucking take the outfit to the fucking dry cleaners afterwards. You gotta fucking.
You're right about that. All of our leather we have to clean, and it's crazy. And
Talk about the fucking dry cleaners. The shit they see in New York. Oh my God.
well, I have one guy,
I bet you do.
and he knows me well,
Yeah.
and he gets it. And he's just like, yeah, here we go again. But
He's like, squirt special. I got you.
all this crusty cum everywhere. Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, it's fun. And I like teaching people too. That's because I was taught by older women.
I see.
I was taught by older
So you're like
women.
welcoming new people in.
Yep.
You're like,
Yeah,
this is some fresh meat. I'm gonna be nice to you and treat you like a human, so I can degrade you.
Yes, but in a consensual, and there's always a safe word. And if we're using like wax play, or rope, there's always scissors that you can cut yourself out of, or the wax.
Nice.
You could always put it out. So, and just as scissors. So there's special scissors for rope. So when we do rope play, and rope play is like, sometimes I hog tie her, which is the legs and her hands so she can't move. Or
Wait, who's her? Your wife or
my
someone
wife.
else?
It's been other people too.
Yeah.
Are they
But-
naked or clothed?
In naked or in like a leather BDSM outfit
And
or
they
a
owe you
latex
money.
outfit. Huh?
And they owe you money.
They could owe me money. Shit, I wish I was a sex worker. I would have been one. I would have definitely been a sex worker, bro. But yeah, there's rope on the side. I mean, there's scissors on the side for rope cutting, especially if they get tangled or caught and they freak out immediately and I can't get the knot out. I've had that before where I couldn't get the knot out quick enough and they started hyperventilating and freaking out, so I just take the scissors and I cut it and then they're safe. They
See,
feel
that's
safe
what
again.
crazy because like you're having sex with a lot of women, obviously, because you're a woman and you have sex with women, or like people with female genitalia in the classical sense of the word, right?
Right.
Okay, so.
All right.
So your safe word has to be like something specific, or
Mistletoe.
like Yeah, or like you have all the equipment there, and men's safe word is so different.
I bet.
And it's literally because we don't have a safe word.
I was just-
The only way we get them to stop is just say, I'm about to come.
I came.
I'm gonna come, so stop.
I need a break. I need another blue chew.
My safe word is, please don't move that much.
right. I've already came too much. It's enough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So it's fun. You know, that probably does stem from childhood beating and whatever. But like I said, I was bad. I used to steal a lot.
You're what?
I used to steal as a child.
Oh, gotcha.
Like steal. Like
theft.
Yeah, theft. Steal. Theft.
From stores?
From stores, yeah.
Steal like metal.
No, stealing.
I don't know why.
Theft, yeah. I also used to I was in the generation where you were still allowed to get hit by nuns in school.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got paddled by nuns in school and by our principal in school with a wooden paddle. For being bad and hair pulling and stuff. So I was very much raised that way to get your ass beat if you were bad. I was the last class where you got your ass beat for being bad. You never heard of that getting paddled in school? Like nuns used to beat you in school.
Oh, I heard about that because that was
Yeah.
Catholic, but I went to a Christian school. I know you went to Catholic school.
I went to Catholic.
I went to Christian school. I don't even know if you know this about me, but at my Christian school, I went to the same one from kindergarten to 6th grade. I went from 1st to 6th grade at the same one. And then when I was in 4th grade, my dad became the assistant pastor of that church and the principal of the school.
So you were
My dad was
your
my
the
principal for 3 years, and my mom was a teacher at the school.
Wow.
So there was a point in my life, in my formative years, I'm going through puberty from like 10 to 13.
And your parents were there the whole time.
Where my parents are my teachers, my principal, my pastor, and it's all in the same building, right?
Bro.
So I'm there Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday through Friday, Wednesday night,
Yeah.
and then
How did you come out so cool?
Yeah, how did you come out so kind of normal?
Yeah.
Well-
Sound like Katy Perry.
yeah, I mean, I do consider myself the Katy Perry of
Of comedy.
sure, yeah.
That's probably why you're funny, bro. Because
Well-
you're so fucked up. Like
Well,
that's fucked up.
So that's what was
Sorry,
crazy.
it's not normal.
No, yeah, no, it's
not
so,
fucking
it's so
normal,
not
bro.
normal. It's
Yeah.
so not normal. And like the I think where it really comes from for me is there's that part of me, but I was lucky to like also grow up in like a really fucked up area.
Yeah.
So I was also on the streets a lot.
Same,
So I had
yeah.
like the most like bubble upbringing in this
Right,
church
right.
school or whatever, but then I was also in the middle of like gang territory.
Same,
And when
yeah.
I was going outside, my parents didn't know what was going on. So I was just like hanging out with people that were like the complete opposite.
They just trusted that
So-
you weren't going to get in trouble.
Yeah, so I kind of think comedy is like about duality and, you know, being able to empathize with all different types of people and that sort of stuff. So,
So you started. How old were you when you went to your first open mic?
well, my first show was before my first open mic. Because I
Really?
the first thing I did, you want to hear about the first time I did stand up?
Yeah. First off, how old were you?
I was 14 years old.
Okay. Yeah. See, 14. Now that's a lot of wisdom to have.
18 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I fuck with you because you know your shit, man.
And from like 14 to 16, I wasn't performing a lot, but I was like getting up once every month or two.
Right.
And then at 16, I started performing like once or twice a week till I was 18.
That's great.
And like I was in high school trying to like get up to Chicago. I was like an hour away, but I was doing it behind my parents' back and all that shit.
Wow.
And then by the time I was 18 and like could make my own decisions, I was in Chicago like 3 or 4 nights a week. And then when I was 19, I moved to Chicago and I did comedy every night.
Wow.
So that's kind of my arc. But when I was 14, the first time I did comedy, because there's this thing that a lot of like people that are like broken have, which is that they're pathological liars.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm 14 and like in the prime of like never telling the truth because I was so embarrassed about my life that I would just hide it from everyone, you know?
Yeah.
So there was like this is the first year I'm in public school outside of being in like private school, like weird
Right.
Christian school. So there's like a bunch of like rocker kids that are like in shitty high school bands, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're doing like this party, and it's gonna be a bunch of bands, and everyone's gonna hang out. And I was telling everyone that I was already doing stand up comedy. I was lying about it, being like, oh, I'm 13, 14 doing stand up, and they're like, yeah, whatever. And so I was like,
shit.
let me do it on this show.
Let me prove it to you.
So they do
I
that.
got you.
And again, I've never done it before. I'm 14 years old. And
Oh my God.
they say, okay, how much time do you want to do? And my idea of stand-up comedy is Comedy Central
An
Presents.
hour, half hour.
I did 20 minutes
Yeah.
the first time I went
yeah,
up.
Half hour is what you get.
And it went okay. People laughed and shit. You know, like I'm sure it'd be incredibly hard to watch.
But you were 14 years old, bro. You did your first 20 minutes set at 14.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that's true.
I don't give a fuck.
So yeah, that's what happened
That's
with
pretty
me.
gangster, man. I wouldn't, yeah. Never. I always wanted to be a theater kid. Always wanted to do comedy. Always wanted to do plays. I just never.
You weren't a theater kid?
I wanted to be. I wanted to do all that
You were a
stuff.
sport kid.
I was in sports, yeah. I did
in high
sports,
school.
Yeah.
Were you into
sports.
drugs in high school?
Yeah, I shot heroin at 14 my first time.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we both had
Well,
formative experiences
Yeah.
at 14.
I mean, some girl shot me up. I didn't do it. She shot me up. But yeah,
Damn.
I was 14.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
because I was gay and I hated myself. You know?
Jesus.
I hated myself. I was gay. I didn't like it.
You needed to
I
remove
thought
yourself.
I had AIDS because I was gay. And that was like when AIDS was real big back then.
Wouldn't it have been ironic if you would have got it from the needle?
I know. I didn't. No, I never.
You're like,
I never
oh, I have
shared.
AIDS. I hate myself.
I
Time to
didn't-
shoot up.
I
Oh,
didn't-
now I actually have AIDS.
I didn't ever share needles, but yeah. I just thought if you were gay, you automatically had AIDS. That's what I thought. Fucking no one told me anything different. You know, I didn't fucking know.
You don't?
What? Have AIDS?
Yeah.
No, if I had AIDS, I'd be a lot skinnier, probably.
Oh, I was saying you're. Never mind.
Yeah. What?
Just being homophobic. Don't mind me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
So you played softball, right?
I played softball, track, and basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
But softball was your main thing.
Yeah, softball was the main thing. I was center field and second base, and yeah, we were pretty good. We won the championship 2 years in a row. 1 year was undefeated. That was like my whole life. Softball, practiced every day. You know.
What was softball culture like back then?
Just a bunch of like, you know.
Because I knew what it was like when I was in high school, which is like roughly 10 years later than you or something. You're 41?
I'm 41.
I'm 32. Okay, so I know
So,
that there were
yeah.
like travel tournaments,
Yeah.
AAU.
Mhm.
There was all that shit too.
Yeah, exactly. We had travel teams, and then so I belonged to my school where I played with my school, and then I also belonged to my community softball league too. There were
Oh,
two
nice.
different ones. And then there was a travel team. There was three. So then you were on a travel team. If you were good enough, you got to be on the travel team. But yeah, no, it's just like girls with ponytails and.
You ever hook up with a teammate?
No.
Not even later in life?
Mm-mm.
Would your wife let you know?
What?
Hook up with like an old teammate? Like if you went to a high school reunion? You
You
got the 25 coming up in a couple years. You go to the 25th high school reunion.
No, I got kicked out of high school in 11th grade, so I'm not allowed to go.
Oh, right. Damn, that's wild.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I got kicked out, and I got my GED in the year 2000.
Oh, really? I
Yep.
didn't know that.
I was supposed to graduate the year 2000 anyway. That was my year to
Nice.
graduate. And they kicked me out in 11th grade for being gay. So
They kicked you out for being gay. Oh, a Christian private
I
school
went
or
to
a Catholic private school.
They also kicked out 2 pregnant girls too. So,
Damn.
mhm.
I respect it.
Yeah. It was sad. I was
Gotta
really
keep it
sad. I was really, really sad. And so my AA sponsor, I was into drugs and all that, whatever, fast forward. I got kicked off all the baseball or softball teams, basketball, whatever, track, all that shit, because of drugs. And so then my AA sponsor happened to be the English teacher and the head of the English department at my school. And I was like, can you get me back in? You know, can I go back, please? She's like, are you sure you want to go? Like, you want to stay in the school? The ones who kicked you out for being gay? And I'm like, it's a really good school. Yeah, I want to go.
Damn.
But no, they didn't let me back. So,
That's wild.
yeah, I don't think it's like that anymore. I'm wondering if you can be like non-binary and trans and gay in a Catholic high school now. Let me know, guys.
Should I enroll and wear a skirt? Should I go to an all girl?
That fucking beard,
I should go
dog.
to I should go to an all girls Catholic school now.
I mean, yeah, you actually might have to shave your beard. You say you're trans. No,
That's what I'm
don't say
saying.
that. Oh God, I'm a horrible person. Don't lie.
I hope
Shouldn't lie.
everyone knows this is a comedy podcast.
I'm just joking. I am joking. I am so kidding.
Did you? So you got kicked out. Did you ever like
I
it?
thought this was a serious podcast.
I know.
I
It's
know.
like
Our
I
dad-
thought that maybe they'd get a little confused in
I
the
think
middle
we're
there.
serious
So I
for like
wanted
3
to.
minutes, maybe 4, and then we fuck around immediately.
I was gonna ask. Did you get into like other trouble like in school before you got kicked out for being gay? Did you
Yeah.
Did you get like
Yeah.
suspended or like any of that shit like throughout?
Yeah, it was a process. I was in and out of rehab. So the first rehab
Oh shit. Okay.
I was in.
So they brought you back after like shooting up heroin, but they're like, you
Yeah.
like girls, you gotta go.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, the drug thing they were more accepting about than the gay thing. But yeah,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Yeah, 10th grade. I think it was 10th grade. Maybe it was 9th grade. I was in my first outpatient rehab. And then 10th grade was my first inpatient. And then over and over. It was a bunch. I did a whole bunch of rehabs when I was a teenager. But yeah. It was a
Damn.
wild ride, man. I just was with my nieces this past weekend, and my one niece is 15, and my other niece is 13, and my cousin and I were outside talking about it, and I love you, Gia, but I did hear the story about, so she ate her dad's edibles and got really high and apologized to him, was like, oh, I'm so disappointed, and then we're laughing about it because, like, I was like, bro, I was shooting fucking heroin at 15, like,
Oh shit.
she
yeah.
ate 2 edibles, like, and she, like, this.
Oh, she did it on purpose.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
but it's like they're such good kids. They're
Right.
such good kids, you know. It's so different now.
Yeah, it's different. I feel like
The emotional intelligence and love with parents now is so much better than what we had. I think
It's so funny. I don't think my family would mind me saying this, but I have a cousin that like got into trouble when she was in high school for smoking weed.
Right.
Like, so she was just a weed smoker. That's it.
Yeah, it's
you know?
not that bad.
And so I
Alright.
just remember like when like the family found out, they were like, oh no, like this is such a like we needed intervention. She's like, you know, like she's everything's fucked, you know. And then cut to now, like her mom is like smoking up with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And doing edibles with us.
Right.
Which is so funny.
Because it's
you know?
socially acceptable now.
15 years. You
Yeah.
know, that's all it takes
That's
sometimes.
crazy. No big deal. 15 years.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know, I got
it's wild.
I almost got expelled from school once.
What'd you do?
I got suspended for 10 days and I was up for probation and I had to
Academic probation?
well, I've been on that. That's that academic probation.
When you're doing bad at your grades.
That's that I played basketball and I was on academic probation for
Yes.
a little while because like that was a different story. But
Anyway.
you got
in trouble.
I
Tell me, motherfucker.
this is kind of a banger of a story.
Tell
I don't know
me.
if you're ready. This might be
I'm ready.
I
You just heard me talk about being a heroin addict, bro.
in 10th grade I was suspended for 10 days and put up for expulsion
That's a long time.
for pulling my dick out in class.
No, you didn't.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
100%.
Are you fucking with me?
And you know the thing is when this
Wait, what
episode
grade is this? I'm sorry.
10th grade.
Okay, because
16
all I heard was
years
pull
old.
my dick out, and I just blanked out on everything you just fucking said. 10th grade, so that you had a pretty healthy dick in 10th grade.
It is healthier than it is now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it was
Mad
fucking
healthy.
ready to go, bro. Fucking salute, you know.
So again, big comedy kid, you know, always wanted to be a comedian.
Yeah.
I was insane in high school. Voted class clown.
Of course, same.
I tripped at my high school graduation on purpose, fell on stage.
Yeah, I did that too. With my college one.
Like I literally was like the
Yeah.
like quintessential class clown, and that's
Yes.
because I treated every day like I was on like SNL and like trying to get like a good sketch on
A sketch,
and like make
yeah.
memorable moments.
Absolutely.
So I would do that in class. I have so many crazy high school stories, but this one specifically is
You
insane.
pulled your fucking wanker out, bro.
But it wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna pull my dick out.
Okay, what'd
this
you
is
do?
funny.
What'd you do?
So I was known for doing anything for a joke. I would be walking down a hallway and there'd be a flight of stairs, and I was pretty athletic. I would fall down the entire flight of stairs and just like
Oh.
let it ravage my body just to make people laugh.
Tumble.
Like
yeah.
Chris Farley shit, you know, fucking Jim Carrey shit.
Right.
That's all I wanted to be, you know?
Right.
So I'm in 10th grade and there's this girl who at the time, well, this is a weird thing to say because I'm going to say she was attractive,
Say it.
but she's not attractive to me as a 32-year-old. She was attractive to me as a 16-year-old.
Yeah, of course.
Because she was
Oh, yeah.
16. You
Yeah.
fucking creeps.
Yeah, no,
Anyway,
I get it. No, yeah.
So she was
Yeah.
cute. Not so much anymore.
I get
Sorry.
that. No, I get it.
But
Yeah.
she was like, you won't pull your dick out.
Oh, she was fucking daring you.
She was like, you won't do it.
She was egging you on.
You won't do it.
You're like, you bitch, you don't know me.
You won't do it. And so I'm like,
You're gonna learn today.
and
You're gonna
this is a study hall. That's why this is like nothing's really going on. It's study hall, right? So there's a teacher that's like a French teacher, but she's just there to moderate.
Okay.
None of us are taking fucking French. This is like her class to like plan and just make sure everyone's
Oh,
not being an
no.
asshole. It's like in this stadium style seating. There's like 50 of us in there. And like,
It's a lot of people.
so she's doing this to me the entire
she wanted to see your dick,
entire
bro.
study hall.
You wanted to see his cock. Okay, let's be real.
You did.
She really did.
And you know what? You saw
You
it.
want to learn today?
So anyway, it's like the entire study hall. Like I think it was like a 50-minute period or something like that.
Oh,
Okay, so
wow.
like from the beginning of the period, she's like saying you won't do it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it. And my whole joke is that I'm like back here and I'm like, oh, it's not big enough yet. Like,
You gotta
I
get
just,
it
like,
hard a little
I'm like,
bit.
I
You
just
gotta get it, like,
I gotta like groom up a little bit. So I'm back here
Mid-wood.
and I'm like,
You gotta get
doing
a
all
little
this,
mid-wood.
and then like multiple times, I do the
finger dick.
So I do the finger,
dick, yeah.
and I do that. That's a pretty good shot. That's a thumbnail.
Oh man.
Literally. Wait, now it's a thumbnail. So I do that throughout the entire time, and like she's like, haha, you're not doing it, you're not doing it. And I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna fucking show you. And so towards the end of the class, I
did it.
And at this point, it's an entirely silent room. This teacher's like in and out of like walking in and out. She'll just check every once in a while, be down like in her work, not really paying attention because it's silent. This is all like being mouthed,
Right.
like across like a room, like maybe like we're 15 feet apart and we're like mouthing back and forth
Right.
and like making faces and all that shit. And so 5 minutes left in class, I'm like, it's safe. I whip it out.
Right.
Okay. I whip it out. And at this point, there's like, because it's a bunch of our friends in there too.
Yeah.
There's at least 10 people watching this entire
course.
thing because
Of
they know
course.
what's going on, right?
Yeah, they want to see that dick too.
Okay. Everyone loses their shit. And I pull it away real fast. And the teacher has no idea.
Oh,
Okay.
was
Great.
it on camera?
Friday. That's Friday. Okay. And this is, if we want to get deeper about it, Saturday was my aunt's funeral. Okay.
Well,
So
I
I'm
mean,
feeling extra like I gotta have fun. I gotta like,
Yeah.
be a superhero and like,
Yeah.
like
Can't be sad.
I can't be sad. So I go to the funeral. I come back on Monday, get through a couple periods, no problem. I get called down to the principal's office.
Oh,
Over the
Out,
weekend.
Bradley.
And they said, this is what they told me. They said, we know what happened on Friday and we know you exposed yourself. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, there is a student that went to a different teacher.
Wait, this is your dad that called you into his
No,
office?
I was
so
gonna
this
say,
is
I was just
no, that'd be hilarious. No, that was when I was
Fucking
like
principal.
my dad was my
Son.
principal until I was like 11 or 12. Okay, so at this point, no, it's okay.
I literally was
That would've
thinking
been
the same
awesome.
thing. I was like, he's about to say, and it was my dad.
for the sake of comedy, sure, but
Right.
But no, anyways, they'll come into the story. All right, my parents will enter the story. All right.
Enter the chat.
So anyway, what was I gonna say? Blah, blah, blah.
You
Oh
put
yeah,
your dick
okay. So I
out.
get called down, and they're talking to me, and they're like, "This is how we know." And they tell me that a girl went to a different teacher, not the
Okay.
girl that was egging me on. Not, and I can honestly tell you, it was not a girl that saw it. I 100% know. She did not see what I did because I was very inconspicuous about it.
Oh,
She goes to another
wow.
teacher that, by the way, that teacher, and you know who you are. And if this blows up, I hope you know, we know you had relations with students. You
Yeah.
fucking freak. So
Yeah.
anyway, this
Pervert.
Spanish teacher at Lowell High School
Lowell
in
perv.
Lowell, Indiana, she goes to this teacher and she's like crying about seeing a penis.
Oh, she just wanted attention.
She's crying.
Please.
So I get suspended for 10 days. My parents come in. My entire case, because I know this girl didn't see it. I know they didn't have it on camera. I said the entire time, I didn't actually do it. It was my finger.
Right.
It was my finger. I don't know what to tell you. Like, how am I going to get away with that in a study hall with 50 people? It was my finger.
Okay.
So they couldn't expel me because they had no proof. But they gave me 10-day suspension. And then I went in front of the board and it was an entire
you got
thing.
that 10-day suspension dick.
And I've never admitted
Yeah.
publicly to doing it, but I think we're past the statute of
No, you're
limitations.
fine.
I pulled my fucking dick out.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Bitch wanted it. She asked for it. She kept egging him on for the whole 50 minutes of study hall.
And for the
Detention.
record, the person that ratted me out did not see it. I 100% know.
No, she
And
wanted attention.
I am not 100% sure of who it was, but I hope if you see this, if you're still alive,
Social justice warrior.
I hope you're enjoying your job at Outback Steakhouse.
She's probably working at Chick-fil-A in the drive-through.
Anyway, so that's my story.
Oh, I love it. It's a great story. I love that.
That's all.
Pull my dick out.
Anyway.
Got that study hall dick.
I got that study hall dick. Oh my god. Well, that felt good. That felt good to get off my chest.
You should get it off your chest. Get your dick off your chest. 100%.
Jesus. Well, I think that's probably about the time there. Do you want to add anything else before we
No,
wrap
man,
up?
we're going to leave it on that story because he's obviously a grower and a shower. So.
Well, after you play with it for 45 minutes, I can find that nice middle ground, you know?
Exactly.
It's all about the middle
You're
ground.
a grower.
It's all about the undersell.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, all right. Tell them bye. I'm flustered now. That was a lot for me.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Pimp Daddy Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
My dick.
We love you guys, man. Keep watching.
See you tomorrow at school.
Woo! That was awesome. Hell yeah. That was so funny. Now I'm just going to keep thinking about you pulling your dick
You
out and crying.
are my
All of that
bitch.
100% true.
You are my bitch.